life is like a mountain, I always say. You always look to the top and you think, whoa, that's far away. But just start and begin with the first step, and eventually you will come there and enjoy the trip, because if you come to the top, there will be a next stop. So just enjoy.
Hello guys, and welcome to the Inspiroqa podcast. My name is Karel Pitner and I'm the host and founder of this beautiful project. The idea of Inspiroqa is very simple: to inspire, to follow your heart, to be more happy these days. If you are looking for a motivation or inspiration, just listen to our podcast. Listen to the stories of these people you see behind me. Without further ado, let's dive deeply into these stories. She came all the way from Netherlands. She decided to travel, and she is in her 20s right now. And you know what's the most inspiring for me? Because we had a nice conversation before. She not only studies at university, she already has experience with having a business. So we're gonna be talking about her business experience, what was her ups and downs, how can she manage studying while having a business at the same time, and we're gonna talk about her future plan and everything. So Michelle, thank you so much for coming to our podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. I was looking for the word.
Yeah, she was the only one who pushed me to record it, because I wasn't feeling well last days, having a little sore throat, but thank God I'm feeling great, and I'm so happy that you are here. So how are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm a little bit nervous for this podcast because it's not in my own language, so in English it's a little bit different, but I'm really excited.
Well, then we are on the same page, because I'm not also coming from England or from English-speaking countries. So let me start with the first question. You told me that you study, right? You study like a business management, or you would like to know more about how to set up a business, but at the same time you already have a business. Am I right?
Yeah.
So what inspired you to set up your own business?
My mother really loves clothes, and she never did a study. She just worked immediately, and now she's working as a cleaner. I started with my university, like the bachelor's, and it was international business and entrepreneurship. So then I was introduced with entrepreneurship, and I was like, I want to do this in practice, so I want to have my own business. And then the idea came up to have something with clothes or embroidery, because my mom also loves embroidery. So I don't know, it's just like everything happens for a reason. So I started at 18, because it's legal then in the Netherlands to start your own business.
I understand, yeah.
With an embroidery company for baby names on like clothes. So when you get a firstborn, a second, or a child, you can have a nice present to give to someone.
I understand, yeah.
So yeah, it's inspired from my mom, and then it was like I want this company to be bigger, so that I can help my mom. She can come to my business in clothing instead of cleaning, because
So right now she works with you, am I right?
Kind of 50-50. She still needs to have the money, because I'm a starting company, so I can't really pay that much what she earns now in cleaning. But yeah, eventually she will work with me. Yeah.
So if I understand correctly, your mother was the biggest inspiration to set up your own business. Wow, that's a good one. And how old are you right now?
20.
20. So it's been already 2 years.
Yeah.
Was it easy from the real beginning? I mean, like, you got your clients immediately, or it was really hard? Because people right now, for example, they have some business ideas. Because we as a people, we have so many thoughts every day. For example, we would like to set up some business, but we are afraid. So my question is, did you feel any fear at the beginning, or it was just like, yeah, my mama inspired me, I would like to help her, and this was much stronger than the fear?
Of course, I think everybody has fears, but as an entrepreneur, I think it's really important to accept those fears and see them as opportunities, and think, all right, I have this fear, but how can I inspire this fear to get something that I really want to do, so dream. And yeah, in the beginning I was like, oh, I don't know, and so many questions, and I was like, maybe it won't work, and maybe it does, but yeah, how will it turn out? But yeah, just do it and learn from it and enjoy the trip, because it's like life is like a mountain, I always say. you always look to the top and you think, whoa, that's far away. But just start and begin with the first step, and eventually you will come there and enjoy the trip, because if you come to the top, there will be a next stop. So just enjoy.
That's a good one, because that time you were still like a student, so basically you didn't have any monthly course or daily course for life. Maybe your family supported you, like they give you free accommodation, right? And food as well, which is great. But talking about the people who already passed this, like they finished the high school, or even they studied, they finished the university, and they feel like, okay, I would like to start something that is my passion, but they're afraid, right? I can give them my example. I quit a job, but within a few months, I went totally broke. I lost everything, and I told myself, if I ever would like to start any business or having like a great company, whatsoever in the future, I have to be 100% sure that the money that I'm gonna get from this business gonna be much higher than my current salary. So I decided to find a way, like I call it like a consensus, which is third way. Like if you have a stable income, which is really nice, and then you have feeling like I would like to set up a business in the future, just do it. But I told myself do it at the same time. After the work I was studying, I prepared my website looking for a possible clients, and it helped me. And then when I reached the top, I quit the job, and these days I'm 100% working on myself. So that could be also a message to people who would like to start, you know?
Yeah, that's really nice, because I think it's not like, ooh, I have a business idea, a fear, but let's go 100% for it. It's like you can begin 50-50. First go from full-time to part-time, and then just do your business by the side, and eventually you can go full-time to your business.
But there are many people who just cross the barrier like, fuck that, you know, just quit the job and do it, because they realize we have savings for 6 months or 12 years and just do it. It could happen to some people can like lost everything, but on the other hand, they wouldn't regret what they did, because every step that you make in your life gives you some experiences that we have to pass. And we never know whether it's good or bad. We don't know what does it mean good or bad anyway, talking about it in a spiritual way.
Yeah, and in the business it's always really important to test, because you can believe it's a really good idea and you think, oh, I'm gonna conquer the world with this product. But it's really important to also validate that with your clients. So if you do like first 50-50, you can test, it's nice, without doing all the risk and just quitting your job. Like you can test it.
Talking about those products, do you produce them at home, or you have some factory where you make them?
I have my own machine at home, like a big machine. So yeah, I do it by myself. Yeah.
And what are the future plans with this project?
Actually, the whole story is...
Tell us the story.
The story. It's a long story, but we have time,
yeah,
right?
I think we have time.
I was done with school and I had my company for 2 years, and I was like, it's a target group for moms. I target moms, but I'm not myself a mom, so I really didn't feel affiliated anymore. And it was like, I learned a lot of lessons by the beginning of my company, but now I want to focus on something different. But I had the feeling that that wasn't going to be in the Netherlands. So I was like, I need a new environment. I also read a lot of self-development books. So yeah, they always say like, get out of your comfort zone, and if you want new ideas, just get a new environment. So I was like, okay, let's go to Bali. And I wanted to be back before my birthday, so I had 4 months. So I was like, all right, let's book the trip. And so I booked, and then after 1 month here in Bali, I was at the rooftop and I had a business idea, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be it. And the business idea is like, I can't really tell too much about it, but it's like...
If you can share us, it's...
I can share a little bit. So it's like a clothing brand for travelers. So I feel more affiliated with travelers because I've been... Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing now on. And for the rest of my 3 months, I just traveled, see more countries, so Malaysia and Thailand. And then now back in Bali. So yeah, then I had more connection with other travelers and got more ideas for my business. So yeah, that's what I take notes about. And now everything comes together, and I'm gonna implement the new business when I get home.
So basically we can say, we can give them really nice message right now, what I understand from your beautiful explanation, that if some people looking for some something more than just having a stable job, or even looking for a new job, like you want to quit your previous job but looking for the other job or business, doesn't matter. It's literally up to you guys. I think the best will be to give yourself some time. I mean, like, not quit job immediately, right, or school, whatever. But I mean, like, we have still weekends. We have some time after we finish our work, after we finish our studies. Just go to the nature or maybe travel a little bit and refresh your mindset and meet great people. I saw you also joined some events right here in Bali. There were like a lot of entrepreneurs with different jobs, and this kind of people can give you different point of view and also give advices either for free or you will have to buy their mentorship. Doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say, if I put it all together, the best is just like to do something more. When we open the doors, we want to have more.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, exactly. And just get out of your comfort zone, I would say. And then it's amazing how many great people you meet and like the crazy stuff that happens to you. It's just amazing, I would say.
So you are still in 20, right? And you still study at school? Or
No,
you
I
finished?
finished. So I was then like, am I gonna work? And it's
The
like the doubt.
questions.
Yeah, am I going to work full time or yeah, do I want to focus 100% on my business? But yeah, what I told to you, it's like, yeah, fear it comes in and you don't want to be fully 100% in something, I guess. But yeah, really something told me go to Bali, so I followed that and yeah.
Maybe intuition?
Yeah, intuition, yeah. So eventually I did this and I thought, yeah, maybe after Bali, if I still have the feeling that I want to do my business, then I can do that. Like I want to have the new business idea. Or maybe I'm in Bali and I think, no, I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna go work or anything. Yeah, it was like just go after your school and just explore yourself and what do you really want and go with your feeling, I guess.
But right now you already have the answers because like you said, for last month you are working on something which is going to be some clothes company for backpackers. We will see in the future because we will stay in touch with Michelle. I'm so excited what kind of products she's going to bring to this beautiful world.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a nice question. How do you stay motivated during the tough times?
I would say books help me really much. You have like Think and Grow Rich, like the really self-motivation books. And I would say environment, so getting to know people that do want the same thing as you, like entrepreneurs, in my case. And positive energy, like it's like you can hype each other up, and if someone says, you can't do the business, it's dangerous, and do you have plans, like I don't need people like that. I like people that ask critical questions about the business, so if they are doubtful they can say, have you thought really good about it, or but not with an opinion, like negative questions. So I really think it's important to stay around positive people that are critical and think with you and don't work against you. So yeah, books, people, environment, and getting rest. It's really important, like rhythm. So if you don't have a good day, it's good. You don't think, only bad day, blah, blah, blah. No, get a good night's sleep and then start the next day with a good feeling.
Wow, that's nice. Do you think it's also alright to have sometimes like ups and downs? And like ups are when you really feel amazing, suddenly happy, everything is going based upon you, the plan you set up. And the downs are like when you're emotionally down. But sometimes something puts you down, even though it's only 5% of like of your daily life, or it will attack the rest 95% which is happiness. Suddenly you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do right now? You know, you have plans and suddenly you will like cancel everything. Have you ever felt something like this?
Of course. It's exactly what you tell. If you have like the feelings and you say like, I need to progress the feelings, it's really important to just listen to yourself. If you do things you think, it won't help, like a book. If you say to yourself, a book will help, but I don't really want it and blah, blah, blah. If you open the book, you won't read any page. It's not helpful and you only get more stress about it. So it's really important to just go with your feeling, and maybe if you think, some nature time or a walk in the forest will help me, just go do that. Yeah, I would say that's the most important part. Just listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself. Again, coming back to self-love, intuition. Do you follow your intuition on a daily basis?
Yeah, my intuition for this podcast was like, ooh, I'm really excited for it because it's my first podcast. It's in different language. Ooh, can I do this? Da, da, da. And I was like, yeah, just step out of your comfort zone, do it, and you will learn a lot about it. So that was what my intuition told me. So then I listened to it, and even if I feel a little bit scared about it, just do it. And yeah.
Yeah, that's what I realized. Intuition can sometimes helps you to break the comfort zone. Like your ego ratio suddenly can see big wall, but your intuition tells you, like slap on your shoulder, no worries, we just break the wall and you're gonna enjoy it. Like we are right now enjoying our podcast. So if it wasn't an intuition, if it was my something also pushed me to do it because I wasn't feeling, like I said, good previous days. But we are here recording, enjoying in our full power. So sometimes it's nice to listen to the intuition.
That's true, that's true.
What was the best advice you ever received in your life? Either it's about business, about life, either it's from your family, parents, could be anything from anybody.
I think it really is on a personal and the business side really good. Everything happens for a reason. I really believe it. I had advice from people and it helps to see things more positive, because if something bad happened in your personal life or in your business, then you can say, all right, everything happens for a reason, so even if it's bad, it will have some good other aspect.
So you should ask yourself at the time, like, what's the reason of what happened to me like yesterday? Like, for example, you fell down on a bike or your phone is like broken, whatsoever, right?
Yeah. Actually, with this trip, in the beginning, I was like, I don't really love planning, and I just do. I feel my intuition, and I just booked this trip, and I landed here, and I was like, in the first week, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And now I'm staying here for 4 months, but I have nothing prepared. So yeah, then I was like, ooh, damn. But eventually, I just thought, all right, Michelle, take a breather. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm feeling this now. Instead of putting my feeling away, I'm gonna listen to it. So I really sit down with myself and I thought, okay, why am I feeling this? Okay, a little bit fear, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, this happened for a reason. Maybe something big positive will come out. Eventually, one month later, I had a business idea, and yeah, everything happens for a reason. I would say, I can't really explain it, but it's, yeah.
I do agree. At the beginning, we just don't understand. We are emotionally down, but if we give it some time, then we will understand why it happened, because it guides us. You know, like life is so special about this. We have ups and downs, like we mentioned before as well, and there is always a reason.
Yeah, Steve Jobs has a really nice quote about it. It's like connecting the dots. So afterwards, you can always connect the dots why stuff happens.
How do you think life would look like if the life was just like this? We wouldn't have any ups and downs.
Boring. yeah, it's boring. No, I love ups and downs. Even when I'm down, I don't think always like that. But yeah, ups and downs make life beautiful, because it's like you can really enjoy the moment in the up, and in the down you really can see yourself and evaluate, oh, what can I do about this to get back to the up? So yeah, I think it's really beautiful.
If you had everything right now in the world, money, everything, whatever you desire, what would you do?
I really want to be a philanthrope, so I want to give back to the world. But yeah, focus on my business at first. If I have everything, I don't think life is very fun then, because it's nice to have a struggle. And I also listen a lot of podcasts, and they always say if you have something, you really want to achieve something else, and you never have enough. So it's really important to just enjoy the moment and be grateful for where you are now.
Thank you so much for this beautiful answer. I like what you said, just helping the people, you know? Yeah. Not just like grabbing everything for ourselves, and then we're gonna lose the land, the other people not gonna have land, the other people not gonna have food whatsoever, it's gonna be only for you. I think that's what people have to realize these days, that we should support each other even more than ever before.
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's a really good statement to bring over to other people.
Yeah. What advice would you give to young people who would like to start their own company?
Ooh, the first thought in me that comes up is like, just do it, make a plan, do something you really love, because if you do something you want to have a business but only for the money, it will be maybe successful, but you're not going to be happy, and it's only going to stand for like 2 years or something like that. Do something you really like, have a passion for, and then you can do it for a longer time and you have a happy life, I would say. And with starting a business, like, it's normal, you don't have the answer for everything. So seek people that can help you, that have the expertise.
Yeah, you mentioned it real nice as well. Your biggest motivation because of the starting a business, it's money or helping the other people. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
some of the people, when they start a business, they just want a business because I want to have as much money as possible. Yeah. And it works.
Yeah,
and you,
actually.
how is it?
I'm really supported by helping others. I think if you are money driven, it's like for short term. So you can make a lot of money, even if like in your 2 years you make 1 million. It's for a lot of people a lot money. And it's like, ooh, I have the money, and now? If you really focus on money, so you don't focus on family and friends, helping others, development in yourself, then you have the 1 million, and on who you're gonna spend? On yourself? Buy a Lamborghini? All right, nice. You have a pleasure for 1 week. It's nice to drive the car. And eventually I want to celebrate it with my friends and family, do like fundraisers, give people money like that can use it. That makes me happy. If I do it for the money, I don't have the feeling like that I will be happy, because I can share it with nobody and it won't make me happy. Yeah. So I really do it for good company with a good cash flow, and then give it back.
That's amazing. I really love what you said. I hope you love it as well, guys. And would you change something in your life?
No, because I will be a totally different person. I think that I'm the person now because of the divorcement of my parents. They divorced when I was like 14, 13? Yeah, 13, something like that. That was a hard time. They had a difficult divorcement, and I have 2 older brothers, so it was my brothers that really bonded really good, and we had each other. And in that moment, we really grew up in a fast time, and we got to know to be independent. And sometimes I think about that moment and I think this really helped me to be the person I now am, and that I can have my own business, be that self-employed. It's a tough time, but if I would change it, I wouldn't be here now. Like,
everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah, I really believe it.
My last question is, what would be your message to people who's gonna watch this podcast?
Just enjoy the tough times, but also like the nice times. Be happy with who you are and just embrace the journey. Be grateful for where you're now. Everything happens for a reason, so yeah, see it positive in the world, I would say. That's my message to you guys.
Well, that was a really beautiful message, Michelle. Thank you so much. This was Michelle. As you were watching, we shared the story in our first episode. I hope you like it. We will be happy for your sharing, for your comments, and if you have any ideas for improving our podcast, just give us a comment, send us email, whatever. Stay tuned for another stories, because more stories are coming. The idea of Inspiroqa is to bring you the answers to the life questions. Either it's gonna be from the people that I meet on the street, or we're gonna record a beautiful podcast, because the idea is to inspire the others to live their life fully, become more happy in their lives, follow the intuition, know what they want to do, and together we can create such a big community, which this is the plan of Inspiroqa. So every story has a power to inspire, and see you in the other episode. See ya, guys. Thank you. This was our another episode. I hope you liked watching it. I hope you found the inspiration that we were looking for. This is not the last episode we're gonna make. There will be more episodes coming soon. So if you are still looking for a motivation, inspiration, you would like to spread the idea of motivation and inspiration to the other people, you want to support your family, feel free to subscribe our channel, give us some comments, recommendations, feedbacks, and if you have any idea for somebody who is so special, send us the information about these people, and later on we can record the podcast for you. So until next time, see you soon and stay safe.